Malleus Maleficarum. By the early 15th century, when the Catholic Church in Germany viewed heresy as a serious threat, Johannes Nitter, a Dominican reformer, in his 1434 work Formicarius, combined the free spirit teachings with witchcraft in his condemnation of heresy. Formicarius also became a model for Malleus Maleficarum, or Hammer of the Witches, written by two Dominican monks who were members of the Inquisition in 1484, which instigated the infamous medieval witch hunts. 64 Many of the accusations made against the Cathars, such as the worship of a black cat and the obscene kiss, were brought against the witches of the Middle Ages. In their ceremonies of devil invocation, witches were reputed to blaspheme the ceremonies of the religion they belonged to. The desecration of the Holy Sacrament was known as the Black Mass, later termed a Sabbat. At these nocturnal celebrations, a pact with the devil was to take place. The participants would defile the Christian sacraments, spit on the cross, denounce Christ, and swear allegiance to Satan. Eventually, however, the Church of Rome attempted the brutal suppression of witchcraft. Between 1421 and 1440 the Inquisition held a series of trials in the Dauphine district of southeastern France. Until then the medieval church had dismissed the witches as ignorant peasants suffering from delusions and worshipping pagan gods, but this document significantly altered that perception. According to Malleus Maleficarum, witchcraft was a diabolical heresy which conspired to overthrow the church and establish the kingdom of Satan on earth. Pope Innocent VIII agreed with the diagnosis, and in 1486, issued a papal bull condemning witchcraft. According to their confessions, witches flew by night to meet at synagogues, riding on demonic horses, or on broomsticks smeared with ointment made from the bodies of babies. There, they worshipped Satan, who appeared as a black cat or a man with shining eyes, wearing a crown and black clothes. They feasted, danced, and copulated with each other, with their familiar spirits and sometimes with the devil himself. The witches made a formal pact with the devil, paid him homage, gave him the obscene kiss, a kiss on his rectum, and sacrificed children and black cats to him. They made magic potions from children's bodies. The devil taught them the work of evil magic and they reported on the harm they had done since previous meetings. In some cases he made a mark on their bodies as a sign of their allegiance to him. 1 Gardner. Bloodline of the Holy Grail, p. 137. 2 Edward Peters, ed. 1980. The Cathars. Heresy and Authority in Medieval Europe, University of Pennsylvania Press. p. 108. 3 Scolum. The Origins of the Kabbalah, p. 12. 4 Adolfo Salazar and Gilbert Chase. Parsifal in Romanic Lands. The Musical Quarterly, Volume 25, Number 1, January, 1939. 5 Michael O'Hagan. Joachimite Apocalypticism, Cistercian Mysticism, and the Sense of Disintegration in Pearl's Vase and the Quest del Saint Graal. Ph.D. Thesis, University of British Columbia, 1983. 6 Richard Barber. King Arthur, Hero and Legend, Boydell Press, 1986, p. 81. 7 Theodore Evergates. Henry the Liberal, Count of Champagne, 1127–1181, University of Pennsylvania Press, 2016, p. 25. 8 Napier. A to Z of the Knights Templar. 9 Justin E. Griffin. Glastonbury and the Grail, Did Joseph of Arimathea bring the sacred relic to Britain? McFarland, November 12, 2012, p. 167. 10 Walter Map. New Catholic Encyclopedia. Retrieved from https://www.encyclopedia.com/religions/encyclopedias-almanacs-and-maps/Walter-map. 11 Joshua Byron Smith. Walter Map and the Matter of Britain, University of Pennsylvania Press, 2017, p. 218 n. 8. 12 Malcolm Lambert. The Cathars, Oxford, Blackwell, 1998, p. 31. 13 Paul Daniel Alfandary. Albigensis. In Chisholm, Hugh, ed. Encyclopaedia Britannica. 1, 11th ed. Cambridge University Press, 1911. p. 505. 14 Margaret Schaus. Women and Gender in Medieval Europe, an Encyclopedia, New York, Taylor and Francis Group, 2006. 15 Michelet. The History of France. 16 John M. O'Brien. Jews and Kateri in Medieval France. Comparative Studies in Society and History Volume 10, No. 2, January, 1968, p. 125. 17 Skolem. Origins of the Kabbalah, p. 197, 234-238. 18 Louis I Newman. Jewish Influences on Christian Reform Movements, Columbia University Press, 1925, p. 142-43. 19 Stephen O'Shea. The Perfect Heresy, The Revolutionary Life and Death of the Medieval Cathars, London, Profile Books, 2000. 20 Geoffrey of Auxerre, Epistole, pl 185, 410L6. 21 Stephen O'Shea. The Perfect Heresy, The Revolutionary Life and Death of the Medieval Cathars, London, Profile Books, 2000. 22 Peter of Vox Discerni. H. Historia Albigensis, ed. Pascal Guibin and Ernest Leon. Paris, Libraire Ancien Honor Champion 3 volumes, 1926-1939, pl 213:545. 23 Antoine Dondane. Durand de Huesca et la polémique anti-Cadher, Archivum Fratrum Predicatorum. XXIX, 1959, p. 270. 24 Ibid. 25 Geoffrey Richards. Sex, Dissidence, and Damnation, Minority Groups in the Middle Ages, Routledge, 2013, p. 60-61. 26 Paul of Chartres. Vetus Agnon in Carcelaire de l'Abbaye de Saint-Pierre de Chartres, ed. M. Gerard, Paris, L'Imprimerie de Craplet, 2 volumes, 1840, I, 112. 27 Guibert of Nogent, Histoire de Sav, 1053-1121, ed. Georges Bourgeon, Paris, Libraire Alphonse Picard de Fils, 1907, p. 213. 28 Denis de Rougemont. Love in the Western World, trans. Montgomery Belgian, New York, Pantheon, 1956. 29 Cited in Shah. The Sufis, p. 358. 30 Ibid. 31 Joshua J. Mark. Courtly Love. Ancient History Encyclopedia. Retrieved from https://www.ancient.eu/courtly_love. 32 Adolfo Salazar and Gilbert Chase. Parsifal in Romanic Lands. The Musical Quarterly, Volume 25, No. 1, January, 1939, p. 88. 33 Thomas F. Madden. The New Concise History of the Crusades, Lanham M.D., Rowan and Littlefield, 2005, p. 126. 34 Malcolm Barber. The Templar Preceptory of Douzens, Ode, in the 12th century. In Bull, Marcus Graham, Leglu, Catherine, eds. The World of Eleanor of Aquitaine, Literature and Society in Southern France between the 11th and 13th centuries, The Boydell Press, 2005, p. 39. 35 Elaine Gramley. The Southern French Nobility and the Albigensian Crusade, The Boydell Press, 2005, 99. 36 Ibid. 37 Ibid, p. 147. 38 Richard Gottheil, Isaac Broidy. Carcassonne. Jewish Encyclopedia. 39 Frederick L. Chayet. Ermengarde of Narbonne and the World of the Troubadours, Ithaca, Cornell University Press, 2001, p. 347. 40 Ibid, 275. 41 Barber. The Cathars, p. 52. 42 Good and Evil, Life in Medieval Languedoc was fun-loving. It was also heresy. The New Yorker, August 6, 2001 issue. Retrieved from https://www.newyorker.com/magazine/2001/08/06/good-and-evil. 43 The Counts of Foy. Who's Who in the Qatar War. Retrieved from https://www.cathar.info/cathar_who's-who.htm number sign RRDE Foy. 44 René Nelly. Les Cathares, El Eternal Combat, Paris, Grasset, Col. Histoire de personnages mystérieux et de sociétés secrètes, 1972, p. 244. 45 H. J. Chotter. The Troubadours, Good Press, 2019. 46 Ibid. 47 Adolfo Salazar and Gilbert Chase. Parsifal in Romanic Lands. The Musical Quarterly, Volume 25, Number 1, January, 1939. 48 Ibid. 49 Otto Rahn. Crusade Against the Grail. 50 Joe and McNamara. Sisters in Arms, Catholic Nuns Through Two Millennia, Harvard University Press, 1996, p. 312. 51 Who's Who in the Qatar War. 52 The Counts of Toulouse and the Jews of the Languedoc. Retrieved from http://www.midi-france.info/190214_Jews.htm. 53 Elaine Graham Lee. The Southern French Nobility and the Albigensian Crusade, Woodbridge, The Boydell Press, 2005, p. 124. 54 M. D. Costin. The Cathars and the Albigensian Crusade, Manchester University Press, 1997, p. 189. 55 Edward Cuthbert Butler. Dominic, Saint. In Chisholm, Hugh, ed. Encyclopaedia Britannica 8, 11th ed. Cambridge University Press, 1911. Pages 401 to 402. 56 Richard Poe. History of the Rosary. Retrieved from https://www.chantherosary.com/rosary-history. 57 Richard Poe. History of the Rosary. Retrieved from https://www.chantherosary.com/rosary-history. 58 William Hinnebus. The Dominicans, A Short History, 1975, Chapter 1, by requiring that each priory have a professor it laid the foundation for the order's schools. See also Encyclopedia of Religion and Ethics, Volume 10, p. 701. In each convent there was also a studium particulare. 59 Marjorie E. Reeves. Joachim of Fiore Encyclopedia Britannica. 60 Opus Maius. 4.416, I 268-9. 61 Bernard Gui. Practica Inquisitionis Hirtis Provididis. 62 Michael D. Bailey. Battling Demons, Witchcraft, Heresy, and Reform in the Late Middle Ages, Pennsylvania State University Press, 2003, p. 56. 63 Michael D. McGee. Heresy and the Free Spirit, Beghards and Beguines p. 6. 64 Bailey. Battling Demons, p. 49.